Hello students, I hope you all are doing well. I am your maths teacher Richa Singh. So today we are going to study lesson 8 of your book, that is money. Let us see what are the new things this year in your chapter money. First, take a look at the content. Concept of money, conversion of money, addition of money, subtraction of money, multiplication of money, and at last division of money. What is money? So, money is a medium of exchange. We use money for buying goods. In India, the unit of money is rupee. Students, do you know we express the Indian money in terms of rupees and paise? We use capital P to write paise and RE to write rupee and RS to write rupees. But students, do you know RE or RS was used earlier? Now we don't use it anymore. Also we use a dot to separate the rupees and the paise. So here we can see we express rupees 60 and 50 paise in figure as rupees 60.50. Our Indian government has introduced the symbol for denoting rupees as you can see here. So rupees 60.50 is written as rupees 60.50, you can see here with the symbol. Students, do you know that whenever we write money, the digits that are written at the extreme right, that is the two digits which are written at the extreme right, denote paise. So here you can easily get that 50 is paise, or you can say 50 paise. How to read and write rupees and paise? Okay, amount of money can be written in two ways, in words and in figures. Here you can see on the left side it is written in words, 3 rupees and 50 paise. And the same thing is written on the right side in figures. You can see rupees 3.50. Again you can see on the right side it is written 3 rupees and 5 paise. And on the left side you can see it is written in words 3 rupees and 5 paise. And you can see on the right side it is written rupees 3.05. If paise is less than 10, then we write a 0 after dot. Relationship between rupee and paise. 100 paise is equal to 1 rupee. We can make 1 rupee by using different coins. Okay, here you can see there are two 50 paise coins. So when we will add them together, or when we will take them together, then two 50 paise coins will make 1 rupee. Similarly, if we can make by taking 250 paise as 1 rupee, then we can also use 4 25 paise coins to make 1 rupee. You can see in the picture here, there are 25 paise coins each and they are taken 4 times, and so it will make 1 rupee. Conversion of money. Conversion from rupees to paise. Students, to convert from rupees to paise, we multiply the given number of rupees by 100 and add the given paise to it if any. For example, convert rupees 90.45 into paise. So as I told you earlier that the digits, or you can say the two digits that are written on extreme right after the decimal always denote paise. So you can see 45 or it is 45 paise. So what we will convert here is 90 rupees into paise. So we will multiply 90 by 100 paise. We will get 9000 paise plus 45 paise, and hence our answer will be 9045 paise. Conversion from paise to rupees. To convert from paise to rupees, we divide the given number of paise by 100. Then simply put a decimal after 2 digits from the right. For example, convert 1417 paise into rupees. You can see here when we are going to divide 1417 by 100. As we know, 1 rupees is equal to 100 paise. We have divided. Now what we have to do is that simply put the decimal from right, leaving the 2 digits. And so our answer is rupees 14.17. Now convert 325 paise in rupees and paise. To convert a paise into rupees, we divide the amount by 100. So you can see we are dividing 325 by 100. Now we will put decimal after 2 digits from the right, and so our answer will be rupees 3.25, or you can also say it rupees 3 and 25 paise. Addition and subtraction in money. Do you know addition and subtraction of money is done as an addition and subtraction of numbers? The only difference is we add rupees and coins separately, and yes, of course, we subtract rupees and coins separately. Let us take a look with example addition of money. Add rupees 60.50 and rupees 70.00. The first thing that we have to do is to write both the money one below the other, but we will write rupees below rupee and paise below paise. So you already know that the digits from the right or the 2 digits from the right always denote paise. So first we will write 60.50 and then we will write 70.00. We know 50 is paise and 00 is paise. So 00 will be written below 50. Then we will put decimal below decimal. Now we will write 70 below 60. Now it is simple addition, students. Starting from the right, the first digit 0 plus 0 will give us 0. 5 plus 0 will give us 5. Then you put decimal below decimal. Again 0 plus 0 will give us 0. And 6 plus 7 will give us 13. And here you get your answer, that is rupees 130.50. Now let us see subtraction. Subtract rupees 20.00 from rupees 40 and 50 paise. Here you can see again we will follow the same rule, that is first we will note down the money below money. In this again we will follow that paise below paise and rupees below rupee. We already know that the digits from the right show before decimal show paise. So we will write 40.50 above and below it 20.00. Then we will write 00, which is our paise, below 50 paise, and 20, which is our rupees, below 40 rupees. And now it is very simple. Starting from right, we will do subtraction. The first digit, that is 0 minus 0, will give us 0. 5 minus 0 will give us 5. Then we will put decimal below decimal. Now again 0 minus 0 will give us 0. and 4 minus 2 will give us 20. And so our answer is rupees 20.50, or you can also say it as 20 rupees and 50 paise. Let us have a look at word problem. Raja bought a bottle of jam for rupees 40.50 paise, loaf of bread for rupees 20.25 paise. What was the total amount spent? You can write your statement as follows. Cost of the jam bottle is rupees 40.50. Cost of a loaf of bread is rupees 20.25. You can see we have written paise below paise and rupees below rupees. Now total amount spent, you will do simple addition, that is you will add 0 plus 5 starting from the right. The first digit you will get 5, then 5 plus 2 will give us 7, then we will put decimal below decimal. Now we will move to the next digit, that is 0 plus 0 will give us 0, and at last 4 plus 2 will give us 6. So here the total amount spent is rupees 60.75, or you can say 60 rupees 75 paise. Multiplication of money. Again, it is very interesting. Multiplication of money is just like simple multiplication. Let us see it with the example. Rupees 9.30 into 5. However, remember to regroup rupees and paise and place a dot counting 2 digits from the right. Here we are going to multiply rupees 9.30 and 5. We will write rupees 9.30 and then we will write 5. You can see it is simple multiplication. Starting the multiplication from right with the first digit. 5 zeros are 0. 5 threes are 15. 1 carried to the 9, and then 5 nines are 45. 45 plus the carried 1 will give us 46. Students, you can see here the decimal will be now placed from right, leaving 2 digits. That is, leaving 5 and 0, we will place decimal. And so our answer is rupees 46.50, or you can also say 46 rupees and 50 paise. Division of money. To divide an amount by a number, we follow these steps. Let us see what are the steps. Step 1. Write the amount as the dividend and the number as the divisor. Step 2. Carry out the division just as we divide any two numbers. Step 3. Place the decimal point in the quotient immediately after dividing the rupees, that is, digits before the decimal point in the dividend. Now let us see it with example, and we will follow these steps to do the division. The first example is we have to divide rupees 23,415 by 7. We will make 23,415 our dividend and 7 is our divisor. Now you can see we cannot take the first digit of dividend, which is 2, from the left, because 2 is less than 7. So we will take the first 2 digit from left, that is 23. Now we will find the multiple of 7, which should be either 23 or it should be less than 23. So we know 7 3s are 21. We will write 3 as quotient and 21 will be subtracted from 23. Now we will get 2 as our remainder. Now we will bring down the next digit, that is 4 below. Again we will see which multiple of 7 should either be equal to 24 or should be less than 24. So again 7 3s are 3 will be written as quotient and 21 will be written below, which should be subtracted from 24. 24 minus 21 will give us 3. Now we will bring down the next digit, that is 1 below. Again we will find the multiple of 7 that should be either equal to 31 or should be less than 31. So we know 7 4s are 28. So 4 we will write in our quotient and 28 will be subtracted from 31. So 31 minus 28 will give us 3. Now we will bring down the last digit below, that is 5. Again we will find the multiple of 7, which should be either equal to 35 or should be less than 35. So yes, we know 7 5s are 35, and so we will subtract 35 from 35 and our remainder is 0. So the answer that we got after dividing 23,415 by 7 is rupees 3,345. Let us see it with other example. We have to subtract here rupees 481.65 by 13. We will make rupees 481.65 as our dividend. 13 is our divisor. Again we will take the first two digits from left, which is 48, and we will find the multiple of 13 that should be either equal to 48 or less than 48. So 13 3s are 39, and now we will take 3 as our quotient and 39 will be subtracted from 48. 48 minus 39 will give us 9. Now we will bring down the next digit, that is 1 below. Now we will take again such multiple of 13 which should be either equal to 91 or less than 91. So yes, we know 13 7s are 91, and so it will give 0. Students, as we discussed the step 3, that when you have to place the decimal, when after dividing the dividend you have divided all the digits before decimal, or you have divided the rupees part, immediately you will put decimal in the quotient. As soon as you divide the rupees part of your dividend, or you divide all the digits before decimal, you will put decimal in your quotient. Now here you can see again coming back, after subtracting 91 from 91, we got 0, and now we will bring 6. You can see in the question that before bringing 6, we placed decimal after 37. Now you know that 6 is less than 13. So 13 will go zeros are times and 0 will be placed in the quotient. Here we will subtract 0 from 6 and 6 will come down. Now we will bring down the last digit, that is 5. So we got 65. Again we will find such multiple of 13 that should be either equal to 65 or less than 65. So yes, we know 13 5s are 65, and so 5 will be placed in the quotient and 65 will be subtracted from 65, leaving remainder 0. So your answer is rupees 37.05 or 37 rupees and 5 paise. Thank you students. I hope you have understood all the concept of money